Welcome to Sleep Haven, a place where your mind can rest, your body can relax, and your dreams can begin. Tonight we'll drift together into the timeless beauty of ancient Egypt, guided by the gentle flow of the river Nile, the whispers of the desert, and the calm rhythm of history. The night has fallen over ancient Egypt. The desert air is cool, and the last glow of the sun lingers on the horizon. You find yourself standing on the banks of the river Nile, the water calm, reflecting the stars above like a mirror. Papyrus reeds sway gently, their tips brushing against one another with a soft, rustling sound. Lotus flowers float along the surface of the river, their pale petals opening to the night. Nearby, a small wooden boat waits for you. You step aboard, and the boat begins to drift, slowly, silently, carried by the current. The river glides forward, steady, eternal, as though it has been waiting for you. On the far bank, you see the outline of the Great Pyramids, glowing in the moonlight. They rise from the desert, timeless and still, guardians of the land. The soft call of a nightbird echoes across the water. The air is filled with the scent of incense, drifting from a distant temple. It is peaceful here, a place outside of time, a place where you can rest. The boat moves quietly, gliding across the Nile. The water ripples in silver waves beneath the moonlight. Each movement is gentle, unhurried, steady, as if the river itself is alive, carrying you deeper into its secret heart. The banks of the Nile stretch wide and dark. Palm trees rise tall against the starry sky. Their fronds sway lightly in the night breeze, casting long, delicate shadows across the sand. You notice small villages nestled close to the river. Mud brick homes glow with the faint light of oil lamps. Wisps of smoke rise into the air, carrying the faint aroma of bread baking on clay ovens. A shepherd guides his goats back to their pen, their hooves tapping softly against the earth. Children's laughter drifts faintly from a courtyard until it fades as families gather for their evening rest. The air is filled with peace, the kind of peace that comes after a long day when the land itself exhales and everything is quiet once more. Your boat continues to drift. The sound of water against the wood is steady, a rhythm older than memory. Across the river, torchlight glimmers along the steps of a temple. Stone columns rise high, carved with images of falcons and the lotus. Priests in white linen move silently through the torchlight, placing small offerings of bread, figs, and wine before the sacred statues. Incense burns slowly, its smoke curling into the night sky, sweet and warm, mingling with the scent of the river. You feel the timelessness of this place. How many thousands of nights has the Nile flowed this same way? How many stars have reflected on its surface? How many lives, how many dreams have passed along its waters? The river is eternal. It carries not only boats, but stories. Stories of kings and queens, farmers and builders, scribes and priests. All of them once looked upon this same water, this same moon, these same constellations above. You tilt your head back, gazing at the night sky. The stars shine brilliantly, scattered like jewels. The Milky Way arches across the heavens, a glowing river of light mirroring the Nile below. The ancient Egyptians called it the celestial river, the path of the gods. They believed the souls of the departed traveled along it, guided by the stars, watched over by Osiris, the eternal king. The more you look, the more the stars seem to shimmer upon the water, as though the sky and river have become one. Your boat floats between them. Above you, the stars; beneath you, their reflection. a passageway of light and silence, carrying you deeper into the heart of Egypt, deeper into the night, deeper into rest. The water whispers softly against the wood. The breeze touches your face with cool fingers. Lotus blossoms drift near your boat, their white petals glowing faintly in the moonlight. You lean closer, watching the blossoms pass, each one like a star fallen gently into the river. The night is endless, the Nile is endless, and you are part of its flow, carried onward, calmly, peacefully, into the timeless embrace of the land of the pharaohs. Your boat drifts closer to the riverbank, where the glow of a small village welcomes you. The houses are simple, built from sun-dried mud bricks, their walls smooth and warm in color, holding the heat of the day and releasing it slowly into the night. A soft light flickers in each doorway, the flame of oil lamps burning steadily, casting golden halos against the walls. The village is calm, a quiet hum of life winding down for the evening. You hear the faint clatter of pottery jars being set aside, the rustle of woven reed mats, the soft voices of families gathering together. A woman kneels near a clay oven, lifting fresh flatbread from the fire. The aroma drifts across the air, warm, earthy, comforting. Nearby, figs and dates rest in baskets, sweet gifts of the land. Children's laughter rises for a moment from a courtyard, then fades as their mothers call them in. One by one, doorways close softly, and the village settles deeper into rest. Along the edge of the river, a fisherman finishes tying his small boat to a wooden post. He empties his nets, placing tilapia into clay pots for tomorrow's meal. His movements are steady, unhurried, as though he has repeated them countless times, as though the rhythm of work and rest is carved into the river itself. From farther down the bank, you hear the gentle bleating of goats, the low, steady call of oxen settling into their pens. The sounds of animals quieten as the night wraps around the village like a soft blanket. Overhead, the sky deepens to velvet black, the stars growing brighter, sharper. A crescent moon shines above the rooftops, silver light glimmering on jars of stored water, on woven baskets left by the door. In the distance, a flute begins to play, a soft, haunting melody rising and falling with the wind. The notes drift across the desert air, fading in and out. A song of rest, a song of peace. You watch as families finish their evening rituals. A mother pours cool water into clay cups. A father kneels to whisper a story to his children, their eyes wide in the flickering lamplight. Soon they lie upon reed mats wrapped in linen, their breathing slowing, their dreams beginning. The village grows still, the fires dim, the voices fade. Only the soft chorus of night remains. The whisper of reeds along the Nile, the gentle sigh of wind over sand, the distant call of a night bird in flight. Your boat glides onward once more. The village lights grow smaller behind you, a scattering of golden sparks along the riverbank. Ahead, the Nile stretches wide and silent, its dark surface carrying you deeper, past the villages, past the fields, into the eternal night of ancient Egypt. The Nile carries you onward, its waters dark and shining under the silver light of the moon. The villages fall away behind you, and ahead rises something far older, far grander. On the eastern bank, torchlight flickers against towering stone walls. Slowly, the form of a great temple comes into view. Massive columns stretch upward, their surfaces carved with scenes of gods and kings, of falcons with outstretched wings, of lotus flowers opening to the sun. The boat drifts closer, and you hear the low, steady sound of chanting. Voices of priests rise together, slow and rhythmic, words carried on the night air like a song. The temple steps descend into the river, where small clay lamps float on the water. Each one glows softly, a golden flame reflected on the surface of the Nile. Hundreds of tiny lights drift and shimmer, like a constellation brought down to earth. Incense burns at the temple gates. The smoke curls upward, sweet and rich, frankincense and myrrh mixing with the river breeze. It is a scent that feels eternal, a fragrance once offered to the gods themselves, a bridge between earth and sky. You gaze upward at the statues standing guard. A pair of colossal figures flank the entrance, silent, unblinking, their eyes carved to watch the river forever. One hand holds the ankh, the key of life, the other a staff of power. They are still yet alive with presence, as though they have been waiting for you all along. The chanting continues. Priests in linen robes move slowly, their footsteps soft against the stone. Some carry offerings, jars of wine, bread and fruit, garlands of lotus blossoms. Others lift their hands to the sky, calling on Ra, the sun god, even as he sleeps beneath the horizon. The words are ancient, but their rhythm is soothing, a sound without end, a prayer that has circled the earth for thousands of years. Your boat passes slowly, close enough that you can see the flicker of torchlight illuminating rows of hieroglyphs carved deep into the walls. Symbols of falcons, eyes, rivers, and stars, each one carrying a meaning, each one a fragment of story. The moonlight touches the carvings, and for a moment they seem to glow, as though the stone itself remembers, as though the walls are alive with whispers of the past. Beyond the entrance, the temple stretches into shadow. Hall after hall of columns and statues disappear into the night. You cannot see their end. You can only feel their presence, vast, silent, timeless. The boat drifts onward, and the temple begins to fade behind you. The chanting grows softer, the torches dim, the scent of incense lingers faintly, until it too is carried away by the breeze. Now there is only the river again, dark, endless, eternal. But the memory of the temple stays with you, its stone, its symbols, its sacred stillness. You realize you have become part of its story, just as it has become part of yours. The Nile flows on, carrying you deeper into its mysteries, carrying you farther into the heart of ancient Egypt, carrying you closer to dreams. The Nile carries you farther west, and the landscape begins to change. The fertile fields and villages grow sparse, the palm trees thin, and the soft, endless desert stretches wide beneath the moon. Rising in the distance, shapes appear in the horizon, dark, immense, immovable. The pyramids. They rise from the sands as though carved from the earth itself. Triangular silhouettes, sharp against the starry sky. The moonlight bathes them in silver, and they seem both close and impossibly far, both ancient and eternal. Your boat glides onward, the water reflecting their forms. Each ripple of the river makes the image shimmer, as though the pyramids exist both in the desert and within the Nile itself. The desert is quiet here, so quiet that you can almost hear your own heartbeat. The air is still, carrying only the faintest sigh of wind across the sands. As you draw nearer, you feel the weight of their presence. They are not only stone, they are memory. They are the breath of thousands of workers, the vision of kings, the prayers of priests, all woven into walls of limestone and granite. At their base, the Sphinx lies in silence. The great lion's body stretches long across the sand, its human face gazing outward, steady, patient, watchful. Eyes carved to see not days or years, but millennia. Moonlight glides across its worn features, a guardian of mysteries, a keeper of silence, a watcher of dreams. You drift past slowly, your boat carried by the gentle pull of the Nile. No one disturbs the stillness here. The pyramids have seen nights beyond count. Watch the stars wheel endlessly overhead. Listen to the desert winds for thousands of years. The stars above align with the pyramids, just as they did in the time of their building. The ancients believed the stones connected earth to sky, a pathway for the pharaohs, a bridge to eternity. You look upward and the constellations shine brighter. Orion rises in the east, Osiris, god of the afterlife. Beside him, the star Sirius gleams, Isis the goddess, forever watching over him. The pyramids mirror their pattern, a reflection of heaven set upon earth. The night deepens, the desert cools, and still the pyramids remain, unchanging, unyielding, silent witnesses to the passage of time. Your boat glides onward, slowly leaving their shadows behind. Yet the image stays with you. Three giants of stone, guardians of night, resting beneath the eternal stars. The Nile carries you farther, but the pyramids remain within your mind. A quiet memory, a timeless presence, guiding you deeper into the dream. The river widens, its dark surface stretching like a ribbon of glass beneath the heavens. The world around you grows quieter still. No villages, no voices, no sound, but the steady flow of water. Above you, the night sky opens vast and endless. The stars shine with a brilliance that feels close, as though they are lanterns hung just beyond your reach. The Milky Way arcs across the sky, a shimmering path of light, a celestial river, mirroring the Nile below. The boat drifts gently, carried by two rivers at once, the water beneath you and the stars above. The ancient Egyptians gazed upon these very skies. They saw the stars as gods and guardians, as guides for the living and the departed. Each constellation carried a story, woven into the fabric of eternity. To the south, you see Orion rising, his bright belt of three stars shining clearly. To the people of this land, he was Osiris, Lord of the afterlife, keeper of rebirth. His light was a promise of eternal return. Beside him gleams the star Sirius, brightest of all. They called her Isis, the goddess, the mother, whose love and devotion restored life. Every year when Sirius rose in the dawn sky, the Nile began to flood, bringing water, bringing life. The heavens themselves mark the rhythm of the earth. You gaze upward. The stars seem to pulse with quiet energy, a steady heartbeat in the night. Each one a reminder of something vast, something timeless, something eternal. The longer you look, the more the stars seem to shimmer upon the river's surface. It is as though the sky has bent down to meet the earth, as though your boat drifts between two reflections, one above, one below. The silence deepens, the breeze slows. Even the river seems to hush, carrying you more gently, as though not to disturb the stillness of the stars. A shooting star glides across the sky, trailing silver light behind it. For a moment it seems to fall into the river, disappearing into the dark, becoming one with the flow of water. The Egyptians believed such signs were the voices of gods, the movement of spirits, the eternal dance between earth and heaven. You let the sight wash over you, your mind quiet, your heart still. The sky becomes your companion, each star a watchful eye, each constellation a story whispered to you alone. The night grows deeper, but the stars remain, unchanging, eternal, guiding the Nile, guiding you. Slowly your eyelids grow heavy. The stars blur, their light softening into gentle patterns. The boat continues forward, silent, steady, as though drifting not only on the Nile, but across the sky itself. And so you float on, between earth and heaven, between water and stars, between waking and dream. The boat drifts onward, slower now, quieter now. The stars above blur into soft light. The river below carries their reflection, a silver shimmer stretching into the horizon. The air is cool and still. The night holds you gently, like a soft blanket woven from silence and time. The boat rocks ever so slightly, its wooden sides creaking in rhythm with the water. Back and forth, a cradle upon the Nile. You feel the weight of the day dissolve. You feel your thoughts soften, slipping away like grains of sand through open hands. The pyramids are far behind you now. The temples have faded into shadow. The villages are quiet, resting in dreams. Only the Nile remains, the eternal river, the endless flow. It carries you without effort. It carries you without end. Always forward, always deeper, always into peace. The night sky stretches wide and endless. The stars shimmer softly, then fade into a haze, their sharp edges dissolving into a soft glow. The heavens and the river become one. You drift between them, weightless, timeless, a traveler in a dream. The boat glides silently. The lotus blossoms drift beside you, their petals half open, resting in the night. Their fragrance is light, delicate, a breath of sweetness carried on the breeze. You watch one blossom float past, its white petals glowing faintly in the moonlight. It circles gently, then disappears into the distance. Another follows, and another, an endless chain of blossoms carried by the same current that carries you. The Nile whispers softly against the boat, a lullaby older than memory, a song without words, a song without end. The night deepens. Your body grows heavier. Your breath grows slower. The river cradles you in its eternal arms. You are safe here. You are calm here. You are home here. The boat drifts onward, through silence, through starlight, through dreams. The river carries you deeper and deeper until there is nothing left but stillness, nothing left but peace, nothing left but sleep. And in the embrace of the Nile, you surrender to the night, to the stars, to the dream that has no end.